What is up, guys? Happy Tuesday evening. We're going to go over a quick video here, not a fantasy football video, but a fantasy fellowship video. What's in the membership? What are you getting if you become a member on the fantasyfellowship.com? We're going to go over all of that in this video. Keep it nice and short for you guys. I'm just trying to share with you guys what you could be getting if you guys become a member over at the website. What we're looking at here is just the tiers of pricing. I just want to share and be transparent with this first. You guys can do a 2-week trial for just $5 and see if you like it. For now, the monthly membership's $8. The season package is probably the best value. You get 50 for a year. You get $50, and then it's 365 days for the full year, which is a pretty good. If you want to do a 3-year, if you love it, do the 3-year. Basically, get 2 years and one for free. And then I did have someone sign up for the lifetime, so shout out to them. But pretty easy pricing. If you just want to try it for $5, you can. And I'm going to show you a lot of stuff in here that you guys might want for this weekend as you're getting ready for your drafts. If you just want to pay $5 for it, do that and see if you like it. But what are you buying in the season? The first thing here, you're going to get a link to the private Discord, which you can ask me questions and start sit stuff, trade stuff, dynasty stuff, all that good stuff. You get a direct link to me there. And I do prioritize that if you do message me there. But in the season, the fantasy football season, I do weekly rankings, which I already have up. I have a template up there for now. I'm going to probably update those next week. But the weekly rankings are a good way to just look at my positional rankings and, kind of judge your start sit decisions off of that if you wish. And then I do have my start sit charts, which if you guys are unfamiliar, I used to just put these out for free. I think now I just maybe post 1 or 2 of the games per week, but I go through every game. I put a chart for each game and list it out as like QB1, QB2, running back 1, running back 2, and I kind of show both sides from both teams. And it's just a quick little way to just look at the game and say, oh, I'm comfortable starting this player as a wide receiver 2 this week. This guy's a tight end 1. This guy's a bench player. Start this defense, bench that defense, that kind of stuff. So that's a quick way to just look at it in a different format. You're going to get access to the waiver wire report, which is I go pretty in depth with this. Let me just pull this up here quick for you. It's going to give you a nice injury report every week to get your week started. And I usually have this up by Monday. Like I'm usually working on this Sunday and into Monday, so you're going to get a little bit of a quick head start on your guys in your league. But you'll get the huge list of injuries I'm monitoring. You're going to get my quick notes on the favorite ads. And then I kind of do a quarterback, each position. I'll kind of show how much percent roster they are. I'll put a note in there if I really like a player. Defenses down here. I don't really do kickers, but the waiver wire report is pretty nice. I don't have this up and running yet, but my post-game notes is probably one of the biggest things that I've put the most amount of time in each week for you. And here's just a quick little preview of what those look like. Basically, I'm going to give you a box score for every game. You're going to see snaps, routes, the box scores, the fantasy points, and it basically just kind of tells us who's playing, who's not playing, who's running routes, who's just getting snaps, that kind of stuff. But I do it for every game. So very useful information there. That's usually out by Monday afternoon, Monday evening at some point. Let me see what else is back on the main page. And then my rest of season rankings, I'm going to have those up and ready for you guys after week 1. So you get my post-game notes, you get my rest of season ranks, waiver wire report, weekly start sit charts, and weekly rankings on top of the Discord. So that's just all the stuff I do in season during the week for you guys. For now, it's August. I have all my projections available to look at. You guys can actually click on the link and look at all the data yourself there, or you can just download the cheat sheets. These are all the cheat sheets that you need right here. And I really like this Flex cheat sheet. This basically just shows you, I just basically just show you the numbers, and I remove quarterbacks and kind of just rank these guys based on the PPR projection here. So that's really valuable. And then you guys can actually download my Google Sheets and look at that there. All I ask is if you're going to do that, just make a copy of them. I already made a copy. So if you edit that one, it's not going to mess with mine. I just ask you to make your own copy. If you're going to mess with it, that would be very appreciated. I do have my redraft rankings up right now. I'm going to get those updated. Tonight's Tuesday. I'm going to update those probably Wednesday or Thursday before the weekend. And then all my cheat sheets are in there as well, but I'm probably going to post them on the main page for you guys. But you guys do get all the rankings that you could need. I think there's a top 180 in there as well as positional rankings. And then my favorite thing that I've been kind of just updating every other week or so is my projection data studies. You can see who I'm projecting for target share volume, opportunity share, which is a really good metric for running backs. You're going to look at the targets plus the rushing attempts, and then we divide that number by the amount of plays in their offense to see how much opportunity each player gets within his offense to touch the ball. That's a very good metric. The yard share, kind of the same thing. We're just dividing the total yards of a player by the total yards in his offense. And then the RB touch points, that's a really fun data study as well. So I have 4 projected data studies here for you guys to check out already. I went through this, I think it was maybe late July, and I just asked the question, what makes a number 1 quarterback, running back, receiver, and tight end? And I have a nice data study showing you guys like the stat thresholds that it takes to be a number 1, a top 10, top 12 running back, receiver, whatever. And then this one's really fun, this 2024 advanced data study. I do this every year too. So it's like, I don't just do like, if you get my stuff, you're not just getting content August through December, you're getting content all summer, all spring, all season long. And this one is a nice meaty document that you can download. And basically, I'm just going to peel it back and give you guys advanced metrics for all of these players, and you can kind of just look at it, and it's just a bunch of charts and data on things that I've collected. So check out the advanced data study. What else we got? My dynasty rankings, I update these on the first of every month, within a day or so. Sometimes I'm not always on the first. Sometimes it's 31st. Sometimes it's the second or third. Depends on what I got going on. But expect dynasty rankings updated once a month. If I need to update a ranking, in the middle of the month, I'll go ahead and do that. But for the most part, it's a once a month job for me. My rookie rankings have been out since the draft. I do a huge prospect data study. This is usually, I try to get this out, I don't know, usually April 1st. That's kind of when I shoot, because that's when people start looking into dynasty guys. And this is a huge, huge, huge 50-page document that I put together for you guys that basically it's just all the advanced metrics. And I give you guys some rankings and kind of just share all the stats and the metrics that I'm looking at from this data class. So that's one of my favorite things to do in the early winter, spring. I did prospect profiles this year. And I'm continuously putting out, I'm trying to just put out content for you guys in February, March, April, and into May. May gets a little easier with the dynasty stuff, but there's always something going on at the fellowship. And then if you're wondering, like, that's what I'm getting. What I put out for free is what I put out for free is just a lot of data of what other people can find pretty easily. So like I have the ADPs all summer up here from Best Ball. I have a Best Ball cheat sheet, which actually probably shouldn't be free. Like this is a huge huge bonus if you're drafting best ball teams. Check out the best ball cheat sheet because it basically is going to help you with the playoffs and get you guys some money. I do a condensed version of my waiver wire report. It's a free version that doesn't have all the data from the membership version. You guys can check out my DraftKings game lines for free. That's just basically the data from DraftKings. And then I do fantasy points allowed charts, which basically just show what fantasy positions are getting scored on by certain teams. And this is just stuff that I just go to Pro Football Reference, and I just upload the numbers, and it's not a lot of work for me. So that's free. Player prop bets are free. So that is what is going on here. So a lot of good stuff going on at the Fantasy Fellowship. If you guys are interested, again, check it out, thefantasyfellowship.com. It is a pleasure. If you guys want more information on thefantasyfellowship.com, I can always reply on YouTube here. Hit me up at the fellow KGB on Twitter, on X. You can email me, thefellowkgb@gmail.com. Let me know if you have questions. If you need a discount code, if you just need $10 off for this month or for the year, whatever, let me know. I can accommodate you guys within reason. So thank you so much for your time. Check out thefantasyfellowship.com. I appreciate it, guys. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Peace.